Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajesh Biogenesis Chemistry Academy, Hyderabad, Telangana State. In this video, we are discussing about what is a even CB reaction. So in previous videos, we discussed what is a even reaction as well as E2 reaction. Apart from this, the most important reaction is even CB, which will helps for IIT as well as NEET examinations. Okay, so even CB is nothing but unimolecular conjugate base elimination reaction. So it is a two-step reaction. So conjugate base elimination reaction it is. Now this reaction is completely a two-step reaction. It is a non-concerted, means multi-step reaction. First step is a reversible reaction, or it may not be a reversible reaction, and second step is only a irreversible reaction, moves towards only forward reaction. So it is a non-concerted reaction. It is a two-step reaction here. Now if I take a first step, here I am taking a first step. First step may be reversible. Some books they will give as a reversible, some books they will give as a irreversible. So but first step may or may not be reversible. It depends upon the type of living group. Okay. So first step is generally it is very fast step. It may or may not be reversible. And go through second step. Okay. So in second step there is a formation of a carbanion, slowly affects the living group here, and finally this becomes a slow. Now we know slow step is a rate determining step. That's why this reaction, a conjugate base is involving in rate determining step. So we can say it is even CB. And in this particular reaction, there is a presence of poor living group. So living group is definitely, it is not excellent living group here. Always it is a very poor living group. And here very important thing is there is a presence of beta hydrogen. Okay, this beta hydrogen is nothing but a acidic hydrogen, which can be easily deprotonated by a moderate or strong base. Okay. So here we remember we are using a moderate or strong base we are using. So 2 points we need to remember. It is a non-concerted reaction. First step is a fast step, second step is a slow step. Carbanion is a intermediate in this reaction. Okay. Always remember carbanion is intermediate. There is a beta hydrogen is required here. That beta hydrogen is acidic in nature. So it can be easily deprotonated by a moderate or strong base. And living group is not excellent living group. Here it is a poor living group here. And you can identify this reaction like this. See, this is actual even CB reaction. So definitely carbon, this is beta and this is alpha. Here there is a living group is present. Now here there is acidic hydrogen is present. And definitely see, this carbon required a electron withdrawing group. This is alpha and this is beta, and here I would like to write some substitutions on this carbon. Now if I use any base, see this is B is nothing but a base which will deprotonate this particular hydrogen, and finally this bond and this bond undergo elimination. So hydrogen as well as living group is completely eliminated out, and finally see electron withdrawing group, and remove this hydrogen, put a double bond, and see these two will be as usual like this. So there is a formation of a double bond, or else triple bond is also possible, depends upon the living group. Okay, and see the mechanism involved in this reaction. So it is a two-step reaction, that is first step is a fast step, deprotonation reaction. Carbon hydrogen undergo ionization in presence of a moderate or strong base, that will give a carbanion. So we know very well electron withdrawing group, and see this is carbon, and here there is a living group is present, and here hydrogen is present. So in this reaction, when we use a base, it may be reversible, otherwise irreversible, depends upon this living group. And we are using a base, that base is involved in fast step, which will take this proton. Here carbon hydrogen deprotonation is very faster as compared to carbon halogen dissociation. So hydrogen elimination is very faster than halogen. So even if you compare with even as well as E2, that is completely different. So now this base will take this proton, and here this bond pair of electrons are migrates on this carbon. So once if this carbon carry negative charge, okay, so you may get carbanion, and here X is a living group like this. This negative charge is completely stabilized by this electron withdrawing group, so that it can be survived. So here this lifespan of this carbanion is very high due to presence of this electron withdrawing group. So that is your first step, and go through second step. Now electron withdrawing group and this carbon carry negative charge, and here there is a presence of living group, and this is the one. Now this is very slow step here. The excess lone pair of electrons which are present on this carbanion have a tendency to drift towards adjacent carbon-carbon single bond, and have a tendency to eliminate this X in the form of a anion. And finally see, it is responsible to give a carbon-carbon double bond like this. Okay. Now here this is slow step. So loss of X minus is a rate determining step. So that's why we are saying it is a unimolecular. So in rate determining step, this is a rate determining step. How many molecules are involving? Only one. So when any acid, after losing proton, there is a formation of a conjugate base. It is a conjugate base of this acid. After formation of this conjugate base, now this conjugate base anion have a tendency to use that negative charge to adjacent carbon, and this X is removed in the form of a leaving group. Okay. And finally see, here X removed in the form of minus, and this negative charge will stabilize the adjacent carbon-carbon double bond. Finally, you will get a double bond over here. Definitely one withdrawing group is required in this one. So in rate determining step, only one molecule is involving, that's why it is called unimolecular. See, one is nothing but a unimolecular. And here rate determining step, only one molecule is involving. Now it is a first order. In first order, carbanion is there, so that's why it is called conjugate base. So in rate determining step, only one molecule is involving, that one molecule is a conjugate base and it is a elimination reaction. So that's why it is called unimolecular conjugate base elimination reaction. Now see this. If you compare the stability orders, now intermediate in this particular reaction is carbanion. We know carbanion is stabilized by electron withdrawing groups. It can drift the shade pair of electrons or lone pair of electrons more towards electron withdrawing group side. So that's why in order to increase this acidity, definitely here there is a presence of electron withdrawing group is required. Why? Because when electron withdrawing group is present, it can withdraw the electron density and automatically this carbon shows carbanion character. Okay. So carbanion involved in this one. See, rate depends on only one intermediate. Electron withdrawing group attaches to this, and here finally here there is a presence of X like this. Now here how many molecules are involved in rate determining step? That is only one molecule. This is called unimolecular, and this is a conjugate base. It is a conjugate base of this acid. So that's why unimolecular. Now what I am saying, conjugate base elimination reaction. And what kind of X is required here? X may be a poor leaving group. It is not an excellent leaving group. It is a poor leaving group. You may take either hydroxy group or you may take any alkoxy group like that, and you may take, see, selenides. Selenides also we can take here. Selenium directly attaches to carbon. Okay. Sulfides also we can take. Okay. Next, even there is a presence of oxide, phenoxy. Okay. Next here followed by alkoxy. This is the bonds which are attached to carbon. So these are the some examples which will act as a leaving group. Okay. And we know very well between chlorine and fluorine, which is an effective leaving group. So chlorine is an effective leaving group, but see, when you compare the electron negativity, observe carefully between chlorine and fluorine. Okay, chlorine is an effective leaving group, fluorine is a poor leaving group. And if this kind of competition comes in anywhere, you may expect this kind of reaction. See, I given two sp3 carbons, there is a presence of chlorine, and here there is a presence of fluorine. Now here, whenever if I use a strong or moderate basis, what happens? It will take proton from a selective carbon, which will give say carbanion. That carbanion is stabilized by a halogen. Okay. So here it will take proton from carbon which consists chlorine. See, this is chlorine, here you will get carbanion, and see, this is fluorine. Generally most of the students what they will think is fluorine is more electronegative, it will take proton from here. That is wrong. Even though fluorine is more electronegative, carbon having a empty d orbitals, that will give more attraction. Okay, so that this carbon hydrogen is more acidic than this one. And one more important reason is fluorine is a poor leaving group. And finally see, this negative charge will migrate here and fluorine is completely removed. And this is your final answer. This is most important for even CB. When fluorine, chlorine both are given, remember fluorine is a poor leaving group and chlorine having a much more ability to create more acidity on this carbon as compared to fluorine. Why? Because there is no d orbitals empty, and here there is a empty d orbitals are present. Okay, you may expect like this. And one more, see, this is carbon and here hydroxy group is present, and this is OET. And see, if I take this is called hemiacetal. And see, if I take a base, you can take any base here. Now base will consume this proton and this bond is completely migrates here, it is eliminate out. See here, alkox is eliminating, proton is removed like this. So finally, here this is carbon and this is methyl, and see initially you will get an anion, and what is this? This is alkoxide. Now this negative charge will migrate here, alkoxide is simply removed here. Now it is also one of the example of, this is carbonyl group here, hemiacetol. This is hemiacetal. Hemiacetal have a tendency to lose proton and have a tendency to leave this as a leaving group. Many examples are there which will require a electron withdrawing group on beta carbon hydrogen. If beta carbon hydrogen having a excellent withdrawing group, see this is nitro, this is CH2, and here I would like to use a halogen. See this is chlorine, otherwise we can take a fluorine. Why? Because fluorine is a poor leaving group. Now what is the answer? NaOMe. See, nitro is a powerful withdrawing group here. This will generate a carbanion, and that carbanion will attacks on this carbon, so that fluorine is removed, and which will settle down here now. This is CH double bond and finally CH2. Cyano also we can take for elimination point of view. Okay. See, here I am taking a OAC. Acetate is a leaving group. On this carbon, hydrogen atom is present, and here it is nitro. Okay. So here I would like to take methyl, and here two more methyls are going to be taken here. Now the question is, when base is added, which proton is going to be removed and which group is going to be eliminated, leaving group? So I am using a base, that is NaOMe. This will take proton from here, and see here you will get a carbanion. So the resultant carbanion is stabilized by nitro group. Nitro is a excellent carbanion stabilizing agent. Now we know acetate ion is a leaving group. Now here two more methyl groups are present. This negative charge migrate here, it will be removed here. And always remember, both proton as well as leaving group should be anti-periplanar to each other. Okay. So this hydrogen as well as leaving group should be anti-periplanar. If they are anti-periplanar, this kind of reactions are most expected for even CB reactions. Okay. So even CB reactions, definitely one leaving group is required. That leaving group should show a poor leaving character. Then only you may expect this. There is a competition between E2 as well as even CB that you can see in your next video. Okay. So that is about a concept of even CB reaction. Hope you will understand and you will enjoy this concept if you know in-depth analysis of this particular reaction. Okay. So try to follow our videos, and you need to do only one thing is try to like, share and subscribe our channel and suggest your friends. Okay. Such type of advanced videos we will upload every day. Only thing is you need to show your interest. Thank you for watching this video.